So welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed doing the first of the videos, and we're now moving on to look at again posture using Pilates principles, and we're also going to be looking at some mobility exercises and some strength exercises. So it's always possible to work with equipment. I haven't got any with me today, but if subsequent sessions that I'm going to be doing, we will be using equipment. But that could be something simple like some softballs or some soup cans, just add a little bit of weight. We're going to imagine weights today because imagining something that you're holding can actually improve your muscle tone anyway. So we'll start off looking back at your posture. Hopefully you're sitting on a nice upright chair that's firm. Your thighs are coming out at about 90 degrees, so to the floor, to your body, and then dropping straight down towards the floor. So you should be comfortable. I'll just turn sideways so you can see what we're looking for. We're trying not to slump into the chair with a head forward, back arched and chin dropped. Equally, we're not sitting up so tight that our back's arched. I want you to be sitting in a nice upright position. Just imagine there's a pole going all the way down your back and then coming down into the chair. So you're just leaning back into that pole. So a nice long straight back. You're looking down at your feet, making sure your feet are hip distance apart, your knees are hip distance apart, so they're then in line with your hip bones. From your hips, there's two straight lines which come up to your shoulders, and your arms are then loosely down by your sides. So sitting, as I started off by talking about being tall, one way of thinking about it is to imagine someone's just got hold of you by a strand of hair and pulling you towards the ceiling, or they've just literally taken some fingers underneath your chin and they're pulling to try and make your neck as long as possible. Keep your chin tucked under and very gently push your head back. It's only about 1 centimetre or so. Just imagine you're coming back into the car headrest. Just going to place our shoulders. So one movement, you're going to bring your shoulders forward and then lift them up, take them round behind you and then bring them back down by the side. So at any point, if you feel unstable, you can just grip the side of your chair. But ideally, your hands just there to act as a slight little bit of balance, so you're not going to be toppling over. And also just making sure you've got a space around you. So if we are moving our arms, you're not going to be taking anything off the table or off a mantelpiece that's close by you. So as you sit up tall, start to just think about a big wide belt that's been wrapped around your belly and someone's just starting to tighten it up. It's got 10 notches on it. And I want you to think about being pulled up to notch 5. So as you do that, pull your tummy button back in towards your spine, hold and then release. It can all go soft again. Take another breath in. As you breathe out, pull it in this time. Just imagine you're going to just the 3rd notch. So it's not really back, but you have a sense of tension in your tummy. And release out again. And this time just to 20%. So it's like you have an awareness of the engagement of your tummy, but it doesn't have to pull in too much. And just see if you can maintain that level. And I'll be reminding you as we go through the next half an hour to keep that tightness in your tummy. You can also find your pelvic floor. So it's a sensation of pulling everything up and inside you. And then just release. This applies to both men and women. It's a sensation that you might have if you just want to stop yourself from going to the toilet. And then release back down again. Another breath in. And as you breathe out, tighten up. And then release. It's good to do this exercise from time to time. It helps with continence, it helps with good support, it's supporting all your internal organs in your tummy, and there's nothing better than a well-toned pelvic floor. Okay, so starting off in posture, so sitting tall. You're looking directly ahead of you. Maybe I'm in your line of vision, maybe not, but looking directly in front of you and listening into my voice. So we're going to start off with our neck stretches. So we're going to take a breath in as we look up and breathing out, chin down towards your chest. And again, breathing in, look up. And breathing out all the way down. So we're slowing our breath down, making it as slow as possible. Breathing in, look up. And breathing out, look down. Now, if you have a condition which means, carry on with this, that you can't breathe quite so slowly, then either make the movement a little bit faster, but a shallower movement, or take an extra breath when you need it. So breath in, look up, last one, breathing out, chin towards your chest. Bring your head back directly in front of you. Take a breath in, look over to the right, and as you breathe out, drop your chin down towards your chest, roll your chin across and look to the left. Take a breath in, And breathing out, drop your chin down towards your chest, across the front of your chest, and lift your head to look to the right. And just carry on doing these gentle head circles or half circles. Keep your eyes open so you don't bring on any fear, sensation of seasickness. And it's just this very gentle move. You might feel some cracks and crunches going on in your neck. Again, as long as there's no pain, don't worry about it. Just things just moving around gently. And you have one more to do over towards the right. And then one more to do over towards the left. And then bring your head all the way back to center and just allow your head to wobble on the top of your neck, just releasing off any tension that's created. Take your arms out to the side and just bring your fingertips onto the top of your shoulders. And we're going to come into some very gentle arm circles or shoulder circles. So you're going to lift your elbows up a little bit, bring the elbows forward, take the elbows down and lift up behind you. So all the time you're doing this, keep pulling your tummy in. So you're sitting as tall as you can without rocking backwards and forwards. And again, while you're doing this, you might feel underneath your fingers, shoulders, just like a little bit of crunches from time to time. Again, work within your range of movement. So if the full circles aren't available to you, or it feels uncomfortable, or you get any serious clonking or clicking going on, just make the circles smaller, but keep them slow. The slower you can do it, the muscles have to work that little bit stronger and longer. There's no momentum, we're just gently turning through your shoulders. For another 3, and 2, and your last one. Take the movement into reverse, so lift the elbows up, take them back round behind you. So this is now opening up through the front of your chest. We did it in the other direction, the back was working and being stretched. Now the back has to do the contraction, squeezing your shoulder blades together to do the lift up and over. So, good one to do first thing in the morning, to open up through the front of your chest, get lots of air into your lungs. So you breathe in as you lift and breathe out as you lower all the way back down again. So just 3 more of these to do. That's really nice. And your last one, and release your arms all the way down. 3 shoulder shrugs. Lift up and release down, and lift up and release down. Last one, lift up and release down. Still maintaining posture, tummy is pulled in. Bring your arms so your palms face in front of you and your elbows stay in, and then grip your fists as much as you can. So I just want you to imagine you've got weights in your hands. We actually haven't got any weights in our hands today, but you can think about it. Keep your shoulder blades pulled back and down, right arm only. So take a breath, bend at the elbow, bring the hand up towards the shoulder, and then lower all the way back down again. So you breathe in and breathe out, and breathe in and breathe out. So you're really squeezing in, you're using biceps in your arms, trying to make them stronger. If you do have any weights to hand, you can always pop them in your hand, but we're not doing that today, not deliberately. I want you to think about the weight. So you keep the fist clenched as much as you can, and really squeeze the muscles to lift the arm and lower back down again. 2 more on this side, and squeeze and lower and squeeze and lower. Keep your right arm down by your side and transfer over to the left. So squeeze and lower. And again, you're still working within your range of movement. Do you have any elbows that don't like doing this? We've only got 2 anyway, but if this elbow doesn't like doing it, make the movement much smaller. Don't squeeze the fist quite so much, and then that will again ease off some of the pressure you're doing. So as you're doing this on this side, the left side, keep pulling yourself up tall. Think again about stretching your head up towards the ceiling, but keep your chin tucked under just a fraction. And you've got 2 more to do on this side. And lift and lower and lift and lower. Release your hands, stretch the palms out. Keep the fingers together and then lift both hands and just touch up towards your shoulder. You probably won't touch your shoulders, but just lift and then lower. So breathing in and breathing out and breathing in and breathing out. So all the work now in the front of your arms. Keep stretching through your hands. You've got another 4 of these to do. So double bicep curls. but unweighted. And 2 more to go. So again, notice whether one arm is easier than the other. And then slowly lower your arms down by your side and a little wiggle out through your shoulders. As we're going to carry on with the arms, just to the point, not of total exhaustion, but just so that you know you've done some work. So just bring your hands out in front of you. Just turn sideways. Your elbows are into your waist. Arms are in a straight line. You can have your hands pointing out in front. Okay, just gentle fists this time. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, stretch both arms out in front of you and then pull back. Take the elbows behind you and extend out in front and pull back. So the elbows just coming behind and extend and pull. If you want the breath, breathing in and breathing out, keeping that movement going. So breathing in and breathing out. So pulling your elbows back as far as you can. Just imagine you're rowing a boat. So, and then pull back and extend and pull back and extend and pull back. So we're now using some of your triceps. So the muscles down the back of your arms, particularly as you pull the elbows back behind you. So pull and squeeze. So pull back and squeeze your shoulder blades, still pulling your tummy in. I know I sound like a stuck record, but your pulling in of your tummy probably only lasts for about 10 seconds, if I'm lucky, and then you'll have forgotten about it. So keep the reminders. Well, I'll keep the reminders going. You keep pulling in. And we've got 5 more of these to do. So 5, pull back, and 4, stretch, and 3, stretch, and 2, stretch, and your last 1, and stretch the arms all the way out and release your arms down by your side. Again, a little bit of a shake through. And then just taking your focus to your right shoulder. And we're coming into shoulder rolls. So just the right shoulder. So you pull it forward, lift it up, take it back and down. So today's lesson is a lot about the upper body, about getting your arms strong. You may feel tired at the end of it, but that's good because that's the muscles that have been working. And again, working at your range of movements. If you find it easy, then take the elbow out to the side, doing a little bit more of a lift, getting more movement through the shoulder joints. But that's an option. If you don't like that move, or if you get any clonking going on through your shoulder, come back to the shoulder circles. And you've got 3 more to do, probably your upper back into your neck, starting to feel a little bit tired now. Last one, and release down. Hold your tummy in, sit tall, and transfer over to the left side. So very gentle arm circles. We're keeping them slow so you can really feel the muscles working as the arm comes forward, lifts up, goes back, and then drops down again. So it's using, funnily enough, it's using down through your obliques, the side muscles. Most of your back muscles are working. And if you want to now start to float your elbow out to the side, you can do. Trying to keep everything else still and straight. And you know what I'm going to say? Yeah, pull your tummy in. Gives you strength and height through your back as well as through your front body. If that's too much of the elbow out, just come back to the side for your last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And you're probably feeling a little bit tight now, so just wrap your arms around and drop your chin towards your chest and give yourself a hug. Just try and pull your shoulders forward, so stretching through your upper back. Chin is tucked, and then slowly release your hands down, and we'll just release off with your neck. So drop your right ear to right shoulder, come back up to center, left ear to left shoulder, and back up to center. So while we're just doing this gentle release off, the muscles in your upper back and your arms are recovering. We've finished the top of the first half of the, or first bit of the top body, upper body workouts. Doing some nice gentle stretches in. And now take the side lean as well. So as you drop your chin towards your chest, stretch your arms down the side of the chair. And then over to the other side. Allowing your body to drop. Again, your range of movement. You might be able to go quite a long way down. Try not to push excessively into your feet as you do that. So as you drop to the right, be aware of the pressure going through your right foot and try not to make it too great. If there is a lot of pressure, you're going just a fraction too far. So just reduce the range of movement that you're doing. And also now, as you go to the left, make sure your right buttock stays on the chair. So keep your bum down. Try not to lift. The movement is through your waist and not through the lower part of your body. One more to each side. And coming all the way back to center after this last one. And sitting back into posture, arms down. So just coming into toe taps. So what we're going to be doing is just lifting the foot and taking it a little way in front, tapping the toe down and replacing. So tap and back, and tap and back. From the side, it looks like tap and back, and tap and back. Trying to point down with your toes if you can. If that's too uncomfortable through the front of your leg, tap down with your heel instead and just raise your foot, using slightly different muscles. But the aim of this exercise is to engage through your thigh muscles, because there's a small lift and a place, and a small lift and another small lift. So again, if you want to hold on to the side of the chair to give you support and stability, please do so. Notice the cat hasn't made any appearance today. He's actually fast asleep on the other side of the room watching me. He's realised that there's no point sitting on my lap while I'm doing this, so he just gets knocked off. So just keep that going, very gentle toe taps. Take a break if you need to. There's quite a lot of work going on in the big muscles of your legs here, which require quite a lot of energy, more so than we possibly think. But getting strong thigh muscles means that getting up and down out of a chair, generally walking round, is good. You've got strength, you've got muscular control. So we've got another 3 to do to each side. Step and place, and step and place, step and place, and step and place. Last one. Step and back, and step and back. Keeping your feet hip distance apart and your knees hip distance apart. You may want to hold the chair at this point. Hold your tummy right in. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift both heels and then lower them back down again. And lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. So as you lift the knees, push down through your toes. You're trying to push the front of your feet, the bridges of your feet as far forward as you've got mobility. So this is strengthening through your ankles. It's also working through your thighs as well. If you want to make it a fraction harder, have your hands on your thighs and just gently push down as your thighs lift. There's a little bit of work through your wrists as well. But if that's too much for you, put your arms back down by your side, holding onto the chair. Still pulling your tummy in. You're still sitting nice and tall. Think about your shoulder blades being pulled down your back. They're long, coming into a gentle V shape. Imagine they're like long angel wings just pushing into the top of your trousers, or whatever you've got around your waist. And you've got 4 more to do. So lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. Take a deep breath in and breathing out. So we're going to come into ankle circles. So just working around the ankle a little bit more. Now you may find that you want to hold the leg up, supporting underneath. So that would be level 1, is just to lift, and we're going to be turning through your ankle. If you are strong and you've got the strength in your legs to be able to do it, and also in your core, just lift your leg off the mat and hold onto the side of the chair for support. So either position works. We're not going to be doing this one for too long. And just start to circle through your ankle in one direction, making the range of movement as large as you can. You'll notice if you're not supporting your leg, the thighs now starts to feel a little bit warm. And reverse the circle in the opposite direction. This is good for ankle mobility, just keeping the tendons and the muscles and ligaments nice and fluid and strong, support you. And 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way back down again. The same with the other side. So either hold underneath the thigh and lift up. If you're doing that, still keep your shoulders back and down so you're sitting nice and tall, or lifting the leg and holding onto the side of your chair and coming into your ankle circles on this side. You don't have to do many of them. You don't have to do them as fast as I'm doing them. You can really slow them down and feel the range of movement. And notice again whether your left ankle feels different to your right. You may have had surgery, you may have had some work done on your ankles, in which case one might work slightly better than the other. And come into reverse. So just turn through the ankle in the opposite direction. Great. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and lower the leg down. And just wiggle your heels up and down. Relax through your legs, give them a little bit of a shake and a rub down the front as well. Hip flexors, with the bit where your body joins onto the top of your legs, they get a little bit sore as well. So maybe just a little push in there and release off. Bring the muscles, get a little bit of stretching that's going on in there. Okay, so we've done a little bit of footwork, we've done some thigh work, we did the arm work to start with. We're going to come and focus in on our centres. We're going to come into something called spine twist. And we're going to do it in prayer. So, sounds very weird, but I just want you to bring your hands into a prayer position. I'm just going to turn my hands sideways so you can see. I want you then to spread your fingers. So your thumbs stick out and all your fingers are spread. Place your thumbs on your chest and then bring your hands up so your first finger, your index finger, just sits underneath your chin. So the hands might be spread slightly, your elbows might be out to the side. Focus on keeping your shoulder blades back and down and you're sitting tall. So you've still got that imaginary pole or post behind you that your spine's up against. And this time you're going to be rotating your spine around the pole. So take a breath in. And as you breathe out, just twist round towards the right. You won't go very far. Breathing in, come back to centre. And breathing out, go round to the left. Breathing in, back to centre. So just keep going from side to side and really see if you can focus it in on your breath with this exercise. So breathe in to centre. Breathe out as you twist. Breathe in, back to centre. And breathe out as you twist. Breathe in, back to centre. And keep that going. So this is for some mobility in your upper chest region and your mid-back section. So often an area that gets overlooked. So we're using the back muscles which run down from your shoulder blades either side of your spine. We're engaging those to start the twist. And then the muscles that wrap around your waist carry it on and tighten up as well. So we're getting mobility through your spine and strength through your back. One more over to the left. Coming back to centre. If you want to, you can then put a little pulse in, which looks like this. You take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you go push, push, and back to centre. And then push, push, back to centre. Join if you want to, or keep the simple ones going. Breath in, breathing out. Breath in, breathing out. Breath in. So if you want to breathe out through pursed lips, so you've got a straw between your lips, and you're just pushing the air out, then do so. You're not pushing too far, just enough to twist. As you go to the right, your left elbow pulls back towards the chair behind you. Back to centre, over to the left. We've just got one more to do to each side. So push, push, back to centre, and push, push, back to centre, and release your arms down. Again, just give them a little bit of a shake out. Let your head just wobble at the top of your neck. And we're going to come into an exercise where we're going to walk with our bottoms on the chair. So little glute walks. Sitting down all day long, I'm suggesting that you are sitting down all day long, but if you do a lot of sitting, it means that our glute muscles, our bottoms, excuse me, get very long and stretched and weak. And they're big muscles that need to function. So when you go to get out of the chair, they need to fire up. So what I want you to do is slide yourself back towards the back of your chair so you're sitting upright. And then all I want you to do is squeeze your glute, your bottom on the right, so you lift slightly, and then put it down, and then squeeze the left. So it's like a little walk, and you may start to shuffle forward a little bit. So just tighten and lower, tighten and lower. So your body's swaying from side to side. Keep squeezing. It might not be as marked as my sway that I was doing, just to make a point. So really squeeze and squeeze, squeeze and squeeze. If you don't know whether it's your bottom squeezing or whether you're just leaning from side to side, take the palms of your hand and just sit on your bottom. So you've got them. And now squeeze, and then you can feel muscles underneath your hand, with your hands underneath them, tightening and stopping, tightening and stopping. So I've really reduced now the movement from side to side because I can feel the muscles squeezing. I don't actually have to do the movement from side to side because I can feel them work. So it's a bit of a strange one. We don't look as though we're doing very much. Hopefully you're really feeling those working. The older we get, then the more our glute muscles start to fade away. And if we haven't got strong glute muscles, then our balance can be compromised. And then that leads to falls. So it all starts, you know, just with muscles wasting, muscles getting tired, muscles losing their strength. I'm still doing it. You can do this one as much as you like all day long. Just really squeezing and lowering. If someone comes to see you and you start wiggling on your chair, just tell them you're doing your glute exercises. Now try both together. So squeeze both and lower. You should rise up half an inch or so off your chair or off your hands. And if your fingers are now going numb, take your hands back out and then carry on. It's a little pull up and lower. So the longer you can hold the contraction, the more they're working, and lower down again. So you might start off just doing lots of small ones, but over time, if you can squeeze and hold 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 and then lower and again. So it's a bit of a fun one that you can do while you're watching the television. Maybe not doing it while you've got visitors. They might think you've just gone slightly bonkers. We've just got 5 more of these to do. And 4. And 3. And I've got a creaky chair. And 2. And 1. And release down. So that might have made you feel a little bit tired. So just bringing yourself forward on your chair again. And we're going to take the arms out to the side. So feet are hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart, still standing tall, arms down by your side. And you're going to take a breath in, bring the arms up and then lower and up and lower. So breathe in and breathe out and breathe in and breathe out. So although this is a shoulder mobility exercise, still holding your tummy in, it actually helps to get the blood moving around your body with the slightly larger range of movement that we're doing. So again, if you've got any shoulder issues, you might just want to take the arms out to the side and lower, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So find the range of movement that feels right for you. If you start to get any tingling down your fingers, lower your arms so they're not coming up quite so high. So sitting tall. If you want to, you can put the foot movement in as well. So as you take the arms up now, you can just tap your heel forward and then come back again and then swap legs. So it's a bit like a jumping jack, a seated jumping jack. If you don't like the heels going out, or if you feel unbalanced as you do it, don't do it. And we've just got 8 and 7 and 6. Shoulders will start to feel tired. So you can start to take the arms more out to the side. 5, no, that's 4 and 3. Working you too hard. And 2. And last one. Keep the arms down. Keep the legs going if you're doing them. And heel touch, heel touch, and 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 heel touch. Keep it going. And touch, back, and touch, back, and touch, back, and touch, back, and 8 and 7. Sit tall. Keep pulling your tummy in. Shoulders are back and down. You may hold the side of the chair for your last 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and just release. So from here, we're going to come into an exercise that is part of the Pilates repertoire, but we're going to do it seated. So it's called the curl down. And it just allows you to get some mobility through your back, slowly going down just as far as you're able to. So I'm going to turn sideways on the chair so you can see it from the side. And you'll need to sit right at the front of your chair so that you're balanced. Feet are hip distance apart, arms are down by your side. So you just want to watch the first one. You're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, chin towards your chest, drop your head down, roll your shoulders forward, and just come down as far as you're able to. You may want to do it with your hands on your thighs, just lowering yourself as low as you feel able to, and then slowly curling yourself all the way back up again. So that's the exercise. Think about whether you want some support with your hands on your thighs. That's perfectly okay. In fact, the first couple, I might even recommend that you do that. So take a breath in, and as you breathe out, chin towards your chest, slightly bring your shoulders forward, allow your tummy to be soft, and just come down as low as you want to. Your head will never drop lower than your legs. Breath in, as you breathe out, tighten your tummy and slowly roll yourself back up again. Head comes up last. Breath in, breathing out, chin towards your chest, and just do this half roll down. Breath in, and as you breathe out, tighten your tummy and come all the way back up again. Have your hands by the side. Breath in, as you breathe out, chin to chest. Your tummy has to work a little bit harder. Your arms just drop. Breath in, and as you breathe out, slowly coming all the way back up again. You've just got 2 more to do. Breath in, breathing out, chin to chest. Slowly drop forward. Just feel your back opening. Breathing in, come all the way back up. And your last one, breath in, breathing out, chin forward, breathing out down as far as you can. Breath in, and as you breathe out, come all the way back up again. So that's just opening up through your spine a little bit. Bring your hands in front of you. We did this one in the last one. So take your arms out in front. You keep your arms nicely rounded, but just lean forward. So not straight in front, rounded so you're holding a beach ball. Feel the stretch at the bottom, back of your shoulders. Now imagine you're going to lean forward and squeeze. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, chin towards your chest, stretch through your upper back. Just imagine someone's trying to pull your hands away from you and you're pulling back. So you're stretching across the shoulders and the neck, and slowly release, come upright. Breath in. As you breathe out again, chin towards your chest, stretch across your upper back. And then slowly come up again. Last one, breath in, breathing out, chin towards your chest. Take the slight lean forward, head drops, and come all the way back up again. Release your hands down by your side. If you can, take your arms behind you, hold on behind the chair, or you can just take your hands behind your back, interlink your fingers and squeeze. So now you're squeezing into your shoulder blades, the bit we've just opened up, and we're stretching across the front of your chest. Hold that, really pull back as much as you can. Not going to hold for too long. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, relax down. Just bring your hands back on top of your legs. Let's think through our posture once again, so you get used to the idea of good posture when you're seated. So just checking your feet are hip distance apart, your knees are hip distance apart. You're sitting halfway on your chair and halfway off, and think about your back lengthening. As you do that, pull your tummy in. You can engage your pelvic floor as well. Think about your shoulders. So just, if you want to do the movement, you can do. Bring your shoulders forward, up, back and down. So your shoulder blades coming down the back. Think about your back lengthening as you pull your head up towards the ceiling. You've just grown 2 inches. Amazing. Keep your chin tucked a fraction. That keeps neutral in your neck. We're trying to keep the very gentle curvature in the neck without over exaggerating it in either direction. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Still holding your tummy in, you're breathing into your rib cage. Take another breath in and breathing out. And your last one, breath in. And breathing out. And finally, allow your body to relax. Thank you very much for joining me on today's session. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do keep up the practice as often as you can, ideally every day of some of the videos, just to keep the movement going through your body. And I'll be back again soon with another one. Thank you very much. Stay healthy.